If you are looking for the best 65-inch TVs of 2024, well, you're in the right place. We've dug deep and conducted extensive research, and now we're breaking down the absolute best 65-inch TVs of 2024. We're talking about the perfect balance between price and performance, tailored for different scenarios. If you're eager to find out which suits you best, don't go anywhere. Stick around till the end, because we've got all the links for the best prices in the description below. No specific order, just the top contenders in the game. Ready to dive into the world of best 65-inch TVs of 2024? Let's get started. Number 5. TCL 65-inch Class S4. The TCL S4 S450G is an entry-level 4K TV released in 2023. It's part of the TCL S4 series of budget TVs, which includes the TCL S4 S47AG, and offer a limited selection of extra features, but are available in a wide variety of sizes. Unlike previous years, TCL is offering the S4 series with two different choices of smart interface. The G series of TVs, like this one, run the Google TV Smart Interface. The R models run the Roku Smart Interface instead. The TCL S450G is an alright TV for mixed usage. It's best suited for watching shows or playing games in a moderately lit room. Despite its good reflection handling, it can't overcome glare in a bright room. It's okay for watching movies or gaming in a dark room, thanks to its high native contrast ratio, but it lacks a local dimming feature to improve contrast. It supports HDR, but this adds almost nothing, as it can't display a wide color gamut, and it's not bright enough to bring out bright specular highlights. The TCL S450G is okay for gaming. It has superb low input lag, ensuring a responsive gaming experience with minimal delay between your actions and what you see on the screen. There's also very little difference in picture quality when switching to game mode. On the other hand, it has a fairly slow response time, so you'll see more blur around fast-moving objects. It's limited to a 60 Hz refresh rate and doesn't support any advanced gaming features like VRR. The TCL S450G is just okay for gaming in HDR. It has low input lag and good picture quality in the game picture mode. It also has a high native contrast ratio, which is essential for a good HDR experience. It lacks a local dimming feature though, and it can't get very bright in HDR, so specular highlights in HDR don't stand out at all. It also can't display a wide color gamut, and HDR adds very little overall. Number 4. Samsung DU8000 series. The Samsung DU8000 is an entry-level model in Samsung's 2024 lineup and replaces the Samsung CU8000. It sits above the Samsung DU7000 and below Samsung's QLED lineup. It uses Samsung's AirSlim design, which is meant to provide a slim design that blends into your wall. And this TV comes with Samsung's proprietary Tizen OS, which has been updated to version 8.0 in 2024. The TV has a 20W 2.0 channel speaker system built in, and is available in a wide variety of sizes, anything from a small 43-inch model to a large 85-inch model. It's a basic TV, but has some optional features like motion accelerator to help smooth out motion and the mega contrast feature designed to automatically adjust the brightness and contrast of the image. The Samsung DU8000 is okay for mixed usage. It's best suited for watching movies or playing games in a dark room, since it doesn't get bright enough to overcome glare in a bright room. HDR content lacks impact due to the TV's unremarkable contrast and inadequate HDR brightness, so blacks aren't deep at all when bright highlights are on screen, and highlights don't stand out the way they should. It also has a narrow viewing angle, so it's not a good option for watching shows or sports as a group, as anyone sitting to the side sees a degraded image. Fortunately, the TV has incredibly low input lag and a good response time, so it provides a responsive gaming or desktop experience with minimal blur behind quick motion. The Samsung DU8000 is satisfactory for playing video games. It has incredibly low input lag, so there's no discernible delay between your controller inputs and what happens on screen. If you regularly game in a dark room, the TV's unremarkable contrast delivers fairly deep blacks during dark scenes, but blacks become raised when bright highlights are on screen. Unfortunately, the TV doesn't get bright enough, and its reflection handling isn't good enough to overcome glare in a bright room. Number 3. Hisense 65-inch U6HF. The Hisense U6 U6H is a budget-friendly 4K TV. It's the entry-level model in Hisense's 2022 flagship ULED lineup, which uses quantum dot technology to display a wider range of colors compared to traditional TVs. It sits below the higher-end Hisense U7H and the Hisense U8 U8H. It replaces the Hisense U6G, and while it's very similar, it has a few new features like variable refresh rate, VRR, support for gaming, and EARC support to pass high-quality audio to a compatible soundbar or receiver. It also comes with the user-friendly Google TV 11 interface, which is an upgraded version of the Android TV interface that Hisense TVs previously had. As it's a budget TV, it lacks some gaming features that Hisense's higher-end models have, like HDMI 2.1 bandwidth and a 120Hz panel. The Hisense U6H is very good for most uses. It's great for watching movies in dark rooms thanks to its high native contrast ratio for deep blacks, and it has a decent local dimming feature to further improve the contrast. It's good for watching shows and decent for sports in a well-lit room as it has good reflection handling and gets bright, but its slow response time makes motion look blurry. Unfortunately, it has a narrow viewing angle, so it's not optimal for a wide seating arrangement. Lastly, it's great for gaming as it comes with variable refresh rate, VRR support, and has low input lag, but it doesn't support HDMI 2.1 bandwidth for high frame rate gaming. The Hisense U6H is very good for HDR movies. It displays a wide range of colors in HDR and gets bright enough to make highlights stand out, but not all highlights and colors pop. Blacks look great in a dark room as it has an excellent contrast ratio and a decent full-array local dimming feature. It also displays native 4K content without any issues, and removes judder from 24p sources, which helps with the appearance of motion in movies. Number 2. LG OLED C4, best 2024 model. The LG C4 OLED TV continues the company's C-range tradition of providing premium features and performance at a more affordable price than the flagship G-range. At $2,699.99, the 65-inch C4 I tested is still a fairly pricey TV, but it comes with enhancements that make it worth considering over the still available LG C3 OLED from 2023. LG's new Alpha 9 AI processor 4K Gen 7 processor is used in the LG C4 OLED TV, and it provides a brightness booster feature that delivers a real brightness advantage over the LG C3. The new processor also works to improve upscaling of HD sources, and there's now a Dolby Vision Filmmaker mode that presents movies in Dolby Vision HDR as the director intended without having to visit menus and change picture settings. Like other examples of the best TVs, the C4 series supports the HDR10 and HLG high dynamic range formats along with Dolby Vision. The C4's built-in speakers deliver more than adequate sound, but there are also features such as WOW Orchestra and WOW Cast, designed to work specifically with LG's family of soundbars. LG OLEDs have always counted among the best gaming TVs, and the LG C4 has the expected 4 HDMI 2.1 ports that provide 4K 120Hz pass-through, along with VRR, ALLM, and quick media switching. More on this later. The C4 is also 144Hz certified by NVIDIA, making it a great choice for both PC and Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 console gaming. The LG C4's WebOS 24 Smart TV interface has a more streamlined appearance than last year's WebOS 23 and now supports up to 10 individual profiles that can be automatically activated by the user's voice. Quick cards let you organize apps around games, music, home hub, sports, and home office themes, with games providing cloud-based gaming from services like NVIDIA GeForce Now and Amazon Luna, and Home Hub letting you link up Matter-supported devices to be controlled by the TV. Number 1. Sony QD-OLED A95L, best for PS5. The Sony A95L OLED is Sony's flagship 4K QD-OLED TV in 2023, replacing the Sony A95K OLED. It's powered by Sony's cognitive processor XR image processor and is the only Sony TV in 2023 to use MediaTek's latest Pentonic 1000 HDMI chipset. This in turn enables Dolby Vision gaming at up to 120 Hz, a first for Sony TVs. It uses the popular Google TV Smart interface, which is easy to use and has a huge selection of streaming apps, and the TV has an internal microphone for hands-free voice control. It also supports Sony's S-Center speaker input, which can turn the TV into a center speaker channel for a connected soundbar or a home theater receiver, and an ATSC 3.0 tuner for up to 4K over-the-air broadcast support. It's available in 55, 65, and 77-inch sizes, so there's something for most viewing environments. The Sony Bravia A95L is a fantastic TV for any usage. It looks great in a bright room thanks to its high peak brightness and fantastic reflection handling. Like all OLED TVs, it's also superb for watching in a dark room thanks to its perfect inky blacks and nearly infinite contrast ratio. This also makes it an incredible TV for watching movies in HDR, as bright highlights stand out incredibly well, even in bright scenes. Finally, it's an exceptionally good TV for gaming thanks to its super low input lag, crystal clear motion, and a wide array of gaming features like VRR and 4K are 120 Hz Dolby Vision gaming. The Sony A95L TV is exceptionally good for gaming. It has incredibly low input lag, so there's very little delay between your actions on the controller and what you see on screen. It comes with a plethora of gaming features, including VRR support and 4K 120Hz support. It's also part of Sony's Perfect for PS5 lineup, which automatically sets the best gaming and HDR settings when you start gaming on a PS5, so you spend less time playing with settings and more time enjoying your favorite game.